Let's talk about Wally and his slender frame. So yesterday I showed Wally, and a lot of people were concerned for his weight. Now, Wally is my 12-month-old appendix baby. So Walter, being half thoroughbred, genetically speaking, he's already going to be more predisposed to have a lean figure, okay? Lean being different than skinny. Now, if I saw a horse like Wally as a full-grown horse, absolutely, I would think they were underfed. I would think they were too skinny. But as a yearling, you have to look at the fact that they are growing. So they'll get a little bit of a pot belly, and then they'll grow upwards. Then they get a little of a pot belly, then they grow upwards. It's just like kids, just like toddlers, right? And so right now, he is growing. He is so gigantic. He's bigger than all of the other yearlings. And with that being said, he gets fed more than the other yearlings because he's bigger and because he needs that. He gets alfalfa every day. He gets free choice grass hay. All day long, he goes out on grass. The only reason he's not outside right now is because we fertilized our pastures today. You don't want to overfeed, cause them to grow too fast, and that can lead to a lot of problems that can be long-term soundness issues, including OCDs. So you don't want to overfeed, but you also don't want to underfeed. So with Wally specifically, he's already going to be a little bit more predisposed to be leaner. Thoroughbreds, even his mom, when she's big and chunky, you can see her ribs. It's just how her body is built. Also, he is growing so much more rapidly than his other yearling friends. So he's going to maybe look a little skinnier at times because his legs and he's just shooting up, right? He's using all of his calories to go towards growing. And then we're also having to keep a balance of not overfeeding him. Now, I would love all of my yearlings to never go through the ugly duckling stage. I would love for them all to be gorgeous, plump, shiny all the time, but that's not necessarily in their best interest in the long run. So what we focus on with our yearlings, that they're getting adequate forage, they're getting adequate amount of time outside every single day, they're getting the key vitamins, minerals, and the calories that they need, and sometimes their growth just looks a little bit different than the others. Yeah, it just does. So anyway, we feed Wally, I promise. I promise we're not starving him. I promise my vet looks at my horses constantly. I think you can know that he's here constantly, and there's other vets that look at them. They go through gangly stages. You feed them an adequate amount through it, but it's important that you talk to your vet for your specific horse. You watch their specific growth pattern, and you feed them for them. Not every horse is going to have the same feed schedule. Not every horse is going to look the same at every phase of their growth, and it's important that you go for health over looks sometimes.